Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Dutch Pilot Girl.
I'm Captain Joe, and we're here today to answer the top 50 pilot questions according to Google.
Yes, and we'll try to answer them as quickly as possible.
Seabird 11 Juliet Heavy, left on hotel, left on 4 left. You're in sequence behind the competition ahead. The tower's 23.9.
Do you always fly the same route?
No, constantly changing.
Where are pets and animals loaded?
Forward cargo.
Or in the cabin, right?
Yeah.
Can any ordinary person land a plane?
No.
No. What is the most expensive airplane in the world?
I guess the Airbus A380.
The one on ground. Which is the most challenging airport you've flown to?
For me, it's Quito, Ecuador.
Probably Samos. Are supersonic commercial jet planes coming back?
Yes, Sarah.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a UFO? No?
No.
Not me, but my colleagues have.
No.
Why are there spirals in the turbines? For ground safety, no?
Ground safety for the ground crew.
How long does the passenger oxygen mask work?
15 minutes.
Exactly. How dangerous are thunderstorms? Pretty dangerous.
Yeah, pretty dangerous.
If you fly through, I mean.
Yeah, I think it's the biggest threat in aviation, thunderstorms.
Are pilots allowed to listen to music while flying?
Well, they shouldn't. No.
No. Why do pilots sometimes fly together with the passengers? To proceed or
deadheading.
yeah. Which is the worst? Hitting a bird, being in a hailstorm, or getting struck by lightning?
A hailstorm.
Hailstorm, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
How much fuel does your plane consume per hour?
12 tons.
2,400 kilograms an hour. What happens if an engine fails upon takeoff? Fly the airplane.
Navigate, communicate, perform memory items.
Does the autopilot fly the plane?
Well, I didn't most of it. I mean, doing cruise, yeah.
Doing cruise, yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen The Edge of the World?
I don't actually want to answer that question, but no. No.
What is the best aviation movie? I like American Made.
Okay, I will go with Top Gun. It's Tom Cruise. It's both movies are Tom Cruise, yeah.
What is the best aviation book?
Hers. You need to get on her website and get the ebook about how to become a pilot. It's the best book you can get.
Good job.
Yeah, buddy.
What is the best place to spot airplanes?
In-N-Out Burgers. Yeah, buddy!
What do you do in a medical emergency?
Find the nearest suitable airport to land.
Land as soon as possible, yeah. How often do you spray chemtrails? Now and then. Not that often, right?
Well, not that often, no.
Sometimes, you know.
Depends on the government.
Yeah. Do you ever feel guilty cutting a security line?
No.
Of course not.
No, we're pilots.
How cold is it outside during cruising level? Minus 56.
7 degrees, reaching the torque post.
How fast are airplanes upon landing?
Average, I want to say 145.
137 knots, something like that. What are the most common mistakes a pilot makes?
He gets distracted.
Or maybe frequency change, like a wrong read back? For me, for sure.
Fatigue. I told you, pilots get fatigued. They do.
You can blame it on everything.
Yeah, fatigue.
Okay. Are pilots allowed to sleep during a flight?
Yes.
Yeah. A controlled rest.
Yeah.
What is the best thing about long-haul flights?
That's my
You
question.
haven't answered that one.
You only do one flight a day, and you do long flights, and then you get off, and yeah, it's good.
What's the crosswind limit of your plane?
36 knots.
33.
Dry. It has to be dry, right? Okay, who speaks over the PA system to the passengers?
By flying?
Pilot flying. Have you ever experienced an air pocket? There's no such thing. When would you refuse a passenger to board your plane?
When?
If he's drunk?
Any disruptive passenger in what way soever, drunk or...
Arouses other people? No, we don't want to take these we don't want these passengers on board. Have you ever had with the flight attendant?
No. You?
I don't have to answer this, do I?
Yeah. What's that? What's
Yes,
that?
okay, I have.
Wait a second.
Shut up!
Okay.
How long does it take to become a captain?
Depends on the airline.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 8 to 10 years.
Yeah, sometimes even 3 or
2 years. A rough landing on the water or on the ground, which is safer?
I would say ground.
Well, seeing Sully, I would say it's water, but apparently ground. What is the best thing about short-haul flights?
The landings.
Okay, good. She does much more landings than I do. Do you always fly with the same crew?
Not the same, but often with the same ones, yeah.
Yeah, I fly with the captain at least 10 to 14 days, but it always changes, actually. If a baby is born on board, which country's citizenship will he or she receive?
The one flying over? The country flying
That's
over?
an option, yeah. The one you departed
Or landed.
or land, yeah.
So you can choose, like.
You can choose, yeah.
Yeah.
Does the pilot's bag get scanned at security?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Well,
Are you sure?
not with cargo pilots. Not as often, though.
For us, yes. always.
Are you supposed to applaud the pilots?
Yeah.
Obviously. Have you ever dated a passenger?
No.
Yes,
Well,
I have.
Yeah.
What do pilots eat during flight?
Crew meals.
Yeah, crew meals.
Could be anything.
Could be anything, really, yeah. Why don't they give parachutes to passengers?
Money.
Wait.
Yeah.
And probably in panic, no one would know how to put them on. Are flights during the night less turbulent than day flights?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too, yeah. Why do planes sometimes make circles before landing?
Holding.
Holding, yeah. They need to wait to get landing clearance into the airport. Are you in the Mile High Club?
No.
You said yes yesterday.
I said I'm gonna say yes in the video and then no. But now I
none of
forgot it. I'm
us.
sorry.
No, we're good pilots. We're not in the Mile High Club. You may be, but we're not. Who is the most iconic pilot? You were gonna say. Well, I personally think it's Sully.
Okay. I have no clue.
You have no clue. Okay.
No.
All right. What do the stripes mean on the uniform?
3 normally first officer, right?
Yeah.
And 4.
Is a captain. Which is the worst airline? Why do pilots have to turn off their mobile phones in the cockpit?
Interference, no?
Yeah, interference with the navigation system and radio antennas. What is the best looking plane?
Oh, I like the 787. I like the A350.
I have to go with a classic 747 or Concorde.
Of course.
Of course. What is the worst looking plane?
A Cessna Caravan, something like that. I
Yeah,
think
a
it's
short,
really bad.
a short Skyvan. Oof, ugly. What is the most interesting cargo you've transported?
I don't know.
Well, I've transported a few really high expensive cars, like test vehicles and stuff like that. That was really cool.
Me, probably 50 wheelchairs, you know, like, I don't know.
What are the most common technical failures in airplanes?
Engine failures?
Yeah, I would say engine failures. Maybe pressurization failures as well, but main engine failures.
Yeah.
How many days per month do you spend with your friends and family?
2, 3?
10, 14? What? Are you supposed to? Okay. Last question. Have you ever kissed a pilot?
So these were the 50 questions Google came up with. If you think we have missed something, please comment below and let us know.
Absolutely. And that's it for today. Thank you very much for your time. If you want to become our wingman, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out upcoming videos. And
Remember,
a good pilot is always
learning.
See you guys.
Bye bye.